for a nice fun workout at home. We will call this gym class. When we were young, at least when I was younger, we did a lot of different fun little things in gym class, and it's kind of getting phased out. That being said, I want to shout out to one of my closest buddies, best dang gym teacher in America, Devin. You the man, Debo. But I want to show you 3 moves. I'm going to break them down each really quickly, and then you can string these together in any way you want in order to get a nice little workout in. So the first one from gym class. These are all body weight motions that can be done anywhere at home. You're going to be getting into like a bear crawl stance. So things you want to think about bear crawls, you get a little hip tuck just like you did with the squat. And I just want you to come up onto your toes and hands. And now what you'll notice is I'm not being saggy through my back. I'm actually really kind of like pushing the ground away, being active through my shoulders. If you want to hang out here and take a couple breaths just to practice this position, that's a great place to start. The next thing you can do is you can take a step forward, and then step back, and then step forward, and step back, and step forward, and a step back. Then switch hands. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. All the while, try not to wobble around too much and staying like rather linearly. I mean, there's going to be some weight shifting happening, but the idea here is to get stable through your trunk, shoulders, and hips, okay? When you get good at this, you can start walking forward, walking backward for any amount of distance. But if you're doing this at home, in your living room, or in your garden, you might not have that much space. There's exercise number 1, basic bear crawl. Exercise number 2 would be like a little bit of a hip bridge or like a crab walk position, right? Hands, fingers pointing towards my behind. And what you're going to do here is you're just going to think about rolling your hips up and coming back. You don't want to stay inactive through your hips, so like your belly sticks out really big and you kind of have that break in your pelvis. The idea is to think about, I think about pulling my back pockets to my knee as I push my knees forward. So like a nice flat belly, tip my chin back, and you can kind of go into this position, come back up, back down, really feeling it on my back side, my abs, and then my hamstrings, as well as like through my shoulders for stability. The cool thing here is you can walk around in the crab walk, pause, take a break, lift up, come back down, lift back up. Now with just those 2 positions, you can do, say, 5 steps forward bear crawl, 5 steps backward bear crawl, crab walk, forward, backward. Do a couple of lifts, or short bridges is what those are called. And do that for 3 rounds. Or set yourself a timer and say you're just going to do 5 of each for 2 minutes. Take a 1-minute break. Then do it again 3 times through. It's a really fun exercise because it allows you to kind of move your whole body at once, play around, explore some different options while getting a pretty dang good workout. If you wanted to throw something a little extra in there, you could do what's called like a frogger or even like a duck walk. And essentially what you would do is you could just come down into a squat, and the frogger would be hands down and then just pushing forward. Come back into frame. Pushing back forward, getting back into that squat. Or the duck walk would be coming down to low into the squat, dropping a knee, and walking right through it. This is actually one that I like to use a lot because it gets that kind of seize up position I mentioned in a different video, allows you to get into a deep squat and kind of challenges some of that flexibility. So I encourage you to go to gym class, hop in that time machine, that time capsule back to 1994, and practice doing some of these moves in your yard or at home. Let me know how it goes.